welcome back to the channel. I'm Kat.
I'm Iz,
and we're the Shee Sisters.
We have a very special video today because
we are filming a video with
drumroll, Graeme McDowell.
Yay! We're really excited.
Super excited. He is Irish and I don't know why I said that. Irish.
Yeah, and we're meeting him in Saudi.
Yeah, he played at the Saudi International, and we were very lucky to be able to get a quick swing tip, and especially how to play in the wind because it was ridiculously windy out there.
So hope you guys learned something and enjoy the video. So Graeme, I really struggle with compression in general. My ball goes really high.
Okay.
Which is great when you're playing in like wet grass.
For sure.
But in the wind like today, especially if it's backwind, it goes about 100 yards. So maybe a couple tips on like how you set up.
Sure.
And also just like with compression in general.
Yeah. So just sort of specifically driver.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So my wrist kind of at this moment sometimes comes up like that.
Okay.
So it has a really high launch.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm always I could probably do a little bit of that myself.
Yeah.
I kind of get it the other way. My left wrist bows kind of. I've just I grew up in the wind, so
yeah.
I don't know if that was just something I developed as a kid that shuts the face down and obviously keeps the ball down a little bit, but also brings in the left side of the course a little bit. But so everything sort of has its advantages and disadvantages in golf. But yeah, I mean, I think there's a few setup changes you can make in the wind. You know, I typically tee it down a little lower than most guys, but also the setup of your driver. You know, you can set your driver up to be lower spin.
Right.
I don't know if that's your driver or one you just borrowed today, but
yeah, I borrowed it today.
You know, obviously club fitting, and you know, you can create a driver that's going to spin a little bit less for you, which is going to help a lot in the wind. But swing one, let's have a little look, and then we can sort of see what adjustments we could make maybe.
Okay, that was a lower one.
That was a low ball.
Stinger. And that works today.
Nice.
Thank you.
That certainly doesn't look like it's spinning too much, but I mean, you know, obviously it's a rental driver and we got range balls, and this range ball doesn't spin very much at all. But you know, I think one of the keys to flighting it well in the wind is actually, you know, just being a little smoother with your swing. You know, I kind of nearly go to like an 80% feel in the wind, nearly like even just 3/4, and you know, and that kind of just helps take a little bit of the spin out of the ball, because obviously the faster and the harder that you deliver the club, the more spin you're going to impart in the ball. So, you know, I like to tee it just maybe a little lower. Maybe just knock the ball back a fraction further back in my stance, and I make kind of more of a 3/4, 80% style swing, you know, and you know,
like
obviously it's counterintuitive when you're back into the wind, because you feel like you want to, you know, kind of step on one and trying to hit it a little further. But just by backing off and kind of, you know, smoothing your swing out a little bit, that smooths the spin out a little bit as well, and really kind of helps that ball just knuckle through the breeze a little bit. But I mean, obviously equipment's really important in this situation as well, having a ball and having a driver that sets up to kind of let that ball not spin too much as well. So just try that.
Oh yeah, well.
Yeah, so we got, that's about my height right there.
Okay. And then, would you recommend putting it in the middle of your stance?
Yeah, maybe you know, if your normal driver position is kind of like middle of the, you know, maybe like your big toe, you might kind of move it to your heel or something like that.
And then kind of like a.
You know, another thing for you, why you hit it so far, is, you know, you have quite a lot of, you know, the shaft points backwards quite a bit. You know, so that adds quite a lot of loft. You know, you have a pretty weak grip. And you also kind of add loft to the club a little bit, you know, so you could maybe just forward press maybe just a little bit with your shaft, and really maybe even grip down the shaft 1/4 inch, and then just kind of go with that little, like an 80% feel, you know, nice and smooth.
I like that. Wow, that instantly goes down.
It kind of flights it down a little bit lower. Like I say, it's a bit counterintuitive because you get back into a strong wind, and the first thing you think to yourself is, wow, this hole's playing really long. I need to step on one. But, you know, just keeping, you know, I like just kind of maybe just a 1/4 inch down the shaft, maybe just nudge that ball back, maybe a ball further back in your stance, and just keep it kind of 80% smooth.
Yeah, that's really great.
It should just take the spin off just a little bit, you know, but making sure you have the right shaft and the right setup and the right golf ball, and make sure it's a Srixon.
Yeah.
Anything else? Nothing
I like
else
that.
will
Yeah,
work.
Srixon's the way to go. And Graeme, would you be able to give Kat maybe a quick iron knockdown tutorial as well? That would be really great.
Very nice. So you hit it a little on the higher side as well?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. It's a really similar type feel to a driver feel. Yeah, a little bit further back in the stance, just a 1/4 inch down the grip, and it really is just that 3/4 feel a little bit, you know. And I mean, you know, I said it before, playing in the wind is counterintuitive. When it's very strong, you nearly feel like you want to widen your stance a little bit for extra balance, but actually if you narrow your stance a little bit, it kind of makes the upper body work a little kind of more. And to me, it kind of shallows my swing out a little bit, which kind of creates a little less spin as well. So, you know, if I'm hitting a knockdown, I don't get very wide with my stance. I kind of go a little bit more narrow, nearly get a little closer to it, and I nearly feel like I'm a little bit more dead-handed, which just knocks a little bit of spin off as well. So, but it really is just kind of playing with a little bit more club in your hand, just trying to be smoother. The harder you hit it, the more that thing's going to want to spin a little bit more. Nice.
Ooh, that was good.
Very good.
Yeah.
She knows really. She's just pretending.
Yeah. It's so funny because it's really like simple tips, and they make so much difference. I usually always tell people if they ask about swing change, I'm like, a lot of it is setup, and it's just like a different mentality.
For sure.
So.
And I mean, I think playing golf effectively in the wind, you know, you have to be able to flight it correctly as well, because if you have a strong crosswind from the left, say, it really helps to be able to hit a draw against that breeze, you know, to make the ball come down a little softer. Same for a right-left wind, being able to shape it against it. Yeah. So like when I'm getting ready to play in the wind, I'll spend a lot of time in the range kind of making sure I'm controlling my spin both ways. And then obviously being able to hit it low, but then when you turn downwind, well, you got to be able to hit that little spinner to make the thing stop as well.
Absolutely.
You know,
Yeah, it's nice growing up with a lot of wind, so I bet a lot of golf courses and conditions are like paradise for you and like really easy.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't like strong winds, but you know, I've typically played well in strong winds, so you know, when I won the Saudi International in 20, it was pretty breezy on the weekend, similar breeze to what we saw yesterday on Friday here. You know, that northwester is the sort of prevailing wind at the Royal Greens course, and some of the holes play pretty tough. You know, it's actually a good course setup for that northwest breeze.
Thank you so much.
You got a guess? Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you both. You guys got to play a little bit. Are you playing with us or?
We're playing with Jason.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Folks, that's a wrap. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you, Graeme, if you are watching in the slight chance that you are. Thank you very much for your time. He was so nice and
very helpful.
Very helpful. We actually applied some of our tips.
Yes, on the course.
On the course.
And when we got back to.
Yeah, and it's helped a lot. So we're going to keep using those tips. Practicing, getting better in the wind. And we'll go from there.
Yeah, really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to like, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a video.
We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.